It's great to be on here with everybody, and there'll be lots of people watching this in the recording, and they'll be watching this on repeat and watching it in multiple different venues. You may be asking, well, why did they choose this guy here to kick things off? Well, first of all, I'm a family man, man of faith, and those are the two things that I hold very dear in our lives. And also, I've got about 35 years experience, building to the top in network marketing, as being a 1099 independent contractor, as building additional streams of income. I've helped hundreds of thousands of people do that. So my wife and I, we have been very blessed to be able to do that together and help hundreds and thousands of other people as well. So that's on the field side. I've also been on the corporate side of a publicly traded network marketing company. In fact, my wife and I were both on the C-suite. I was the president and also the CEO. So we've got some pretty wide and deep experience in network marketing. Also uniquely, I've been president of the Association of Network Marketing Professionals for over 10 years now. And so that gives me a very interesting look at things, and that's why we've been invited on here to share with you. So I guess a little over 2 years ago now, just sharing with you, we were asking ourselves the question and looking and asking God, what are we meant to do with our precious time here on earth? I'm 50, will be 57 years of age in September. What I want to do for the next 10 years? What do I want this next generational situation to look like for us and for our family? And being in the position that I was in, we took about 8 months to look at 40 different companies and situations. Was it going to be a founder of a company, or start a company? Were we going to be CEO and president again? Was it going to start off in the field again, just like many of you that are looking here? So those were some three big options that were available to Sylvia and I. And we did our research over about 8 months. And here's some of the things we looked at. I believe everything rises and falls with leadership. We've all probably heard that many times, with John C. Maxwell. And when you look at that, this is our own personal things that Sylvia and I were looking for. I'm not sure that every one of you are looking for the same thing, but just want to share something personal so that we all can jump in and share our story. Number one, we want an alignment of faith. So I know that if you're looking for a job, you probably can't say those things, or people can't say that in employment, but we were looking for something where there was an alignment of faith. Number two, we wanted an alignment of family values, guys. So we wanted to feel very clear that we were aligned from a family values perspective. So we wanted to meet the family of the people that we were potentially going to go into business with. We wanted a field first founder. Now, you may be asking yourself, what's a field first founder? In other words, I've seen over my 35 years what I believe to be some of the most successful companies with the highest predictability are people who have founded companies who have been successful in the field. And they've had a successful career face-to-face, but also online. So they've got to be, they have that type of success. Also was looking for someone who had corporate experience. In other words, that their talents had been recognized in the field, and that they maybe got recruited into running a corporate company or part of a big, large corporate company, nearly doing $1 billion in sales. Also wanted to have it be debt-free. Now, people say, what does debt-free got to do with leadership? Well, if you are in alignment with the leadership, if a company's not debt-free, part of the challenge is sometimes that leader is reporting to a board, or sometimes that leader is reporting to an investment company, or sometimes that leader is in a situation where there's a loan to own. In other words, they're in control of their future before they borrowed money, and then suddenly there's somebody else running the show after they borrowed money. This was just personally, I'm not knocking it, I'm just saying what we were looking for. I wanted a single channel commitment. So in other words, what does that mean? I know that there's lots of different ways that you can bring products to marketplace. For us, I'm a simple guy. I wanted a single, Sylvia, I want a single channel commitment. In other words, they're committed only to the channel of network marketing. So they've been successful in network marketing. They've got experience in network marketing, and they're committed to that channel. And then the last one is that they have a generational focus. In other words, that they could demonstrate that they wanted to keep and pay the offer and promise that I believe has been given to people in network marketing, and that I felt like it could go on for generations. So we took a long time to really look at that. So that was leadership. And then quickly, there were three other things, the three C's. Number one was a high customer reorder rate. Now, what does that mean? I think you're going to hear Becca speak on here, and something she said to me is that one thing I love about these products is that people buy them, then the next month they buy the products and they tend to buy more products and want to give you referrals. And what I found is you want a high customer reorder rate. Why? When you get results, you tend to repeat purchase. And when you repeat purchase, you tend to give referrals. So that strong 3 C's was really important. I wanted something that was craveable. You would crave the product, that was impactful and affordable. And that's what we found with the Bravenly products. The second C that we were looking for was community and collaboration. We wanted a company that had enough experience and enough strength to collaborate with the field. In other words, to have ongoing Zooms, to be in chat with the field, but in field leadership in different strata, to go to field-led retreats and listen, participate, be part of it. Now, I know that's a big ask, and that's a big level of involvement, and that's a big level of security in who it is that you are and make it happen. But that's what we're looking for, because we believe that network marketing is not changing. It has already changed. And there's a new future that's being created by the people that are willing to collaborate. In other words, the meek shall inherit the earth. Not those weak of will, but those humble enough of spirit to collaborate and create community with other people. And the last C is compensation. Now, I think it's important to understand, I believe very strongly that money without mission is not as strong as mission with money. So we wanted something that had a strong mission. And we wanted it to pay out over 50 cents on the dollar. In fact, when we did our research, Sylvia and I, they paid out, they demonstrated when we did our research between 54 and 58% on the dollar, and we're still a profitable, well-run company. It's amazing how modern and well-run this company is. Now, I want to make it really clear, our products don't treat, they don't cure, they don't mitigate, they don't prevent any diseases, but they're the backbone of this company. And then when you marry it together with the compensation plan, and I also get it, this is not a guarantee of income. You'll see the income disclosure statement probably dropped into the chat here, and you can see the type of incomes that have been earned on average in the most recent year, which is 2023, and it's in the chat here, and you'll see it's well disclosed, and you can look at it for yourself. But what you'll see in finishing here is our compensation plan is strong in all three phases. First of all, there's immediate income, and we pay weekly. In other words, up to 35% on retail sales, and it pays that every month. It pays that every week. It pays weekly, so it's strong in the front. It's also strong in the middle. And I know that everyone knows it needs to be strong in the front, in other words, the early ranks, and we have the opportunity for early ranks to participate in incentive trips, to earn incentive trips. We've also got no structure required, because I wanted a compensation plan that was simple, because I believe that that's something that's important for the future, but also strong in the middle. So you've got this additional percentages, so it's strong in the middle, but also strong in the back end. So that when you create leaders, you can be paid on generations of leaders, you can create a legacy, you can create a lifestyle. And I feel like, when someone says, well, where do you want to pay less and where do you want to make it harder? I don't think in any one of these three phases you want to pay less or make it harder. I think in all three phases you want to pay more and make it easier. That's why we pay more, and we don't have structure required in order to achieve those goals. And I feel that's why we're growing so strongly, and so many people are being attracted to be 1099 independent contractors and achieve this additional income stream and bring it into their family by partnering together with Bravenly. And I'm going to hand it over to Brittany and Becky. Becca is going to share their stories and experience here. So Brittany and Becky, Becky, I beg your pardon. Becca, are you there?
We will call her Becky all day long.
No. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I got that in my mind. You're going, what?
That is okay. Thank you, Garrett, so much. Becca and I are coming to you live from the southern state of Mississippi. We could not be more excited to be here. So in addition to all that Garrett said, of course, we fully agree 1,000,000% with every single word he said. But I want to share my story with you tonight because maybe you're here viewing this and you don't have decades of experience in network marketing, or you don't have decades of experience like Garrett in sales. And you might think, oh my gosh, this might not be for me. Well, let me tell you. So I am a mom of 7. I have been married for 24 years. Now, let me tell you, I have been in network marketing for over a decade, but I have not been in health and wellness till recently. So maybe you've had the thought, oh my gosh, this sounds amazing, but what if health and wellness is not a fit for me? I was your girl. So let me just be transparent with you for a minute. I have struggled with my weight for 30 plus years. Since a teenager, I have struggled with my weight. So much so that after I had all my children, about 3 years ago, I had weight loss surgery, and I've lost around 180 pounds with that. But guys, here's what happened. Weight loss surgery is an amazing tool, but it does not fix right here. And what I found when a friend introduced me to Bravenly Global products was the day that I put these products in my mouth, it helped right here. So if you're a person who struggles with food noises, or for lack of better terms, appetite, like you just want all the snacks in the world, that's where our products come in to support those cravings, to help with appetite suppressant, to help with so many different things that might be of a concern to you. So the day that I tried these products in January, my mind was blown. And to be completely transparent with you, I had gained up around 25 pounds from the lowest that I had reached with weight loss surgery. And guys, I felt defeated with that. I'm just going to be transparent. But when I began to use Bravenly products on the daily, my weapons of choice is the Accelerate, Trio, and Burn. Am I lying? Yeah. Not only did I have control of the food noises, I had the great energy. I had the great get up and go. I had the great mental clarity to where not only did I lose that weight that I had gained, I was able to reach new lows on my health journey. So for someone that has struggled for basically their whole life, stepping into health and wellness felt a wee bit, actually a lot, it felt vulnerable to me. But here's what I know. The moment I began to share these products, I never thought I would transition into health and wellness. What I found is there were hundreds upon hundreds, if not thousands, am I lying, that were in the same boat. And they began to come to me and say, Brittany, please help me. Share these products with me. So what these products alone have done for not only me, but also my family, my oldest children have been on a 45-day Burn X challenge. Now, with that said, let me be transparent here. We have exercised, we have watched calories, but Burn X has been our tool to help us stay on track. And we have lost collectively as a family in the last 45 days over 100 pounds. My 19-year-old has lost over 40 alone himself. So these products are life-changing, not to mention the business. You'll hear that from my other sisters that we're going to introduce in just a minute. But guys, these products, they are changing lives. They are helping lives. And what we are seeing is, for lack of better terms, it is a movement. And I shudder to think, had I gotten in my head and said, you know what, Brittany, you've struggled with weight your whole life. Health and wellness is not for you. What would I have missed? And I'm just so thankful that I took a chance and aligned with Bravenly Global, because there's no question in my mind that is what the Lord had for me, not only product wise, but business wise. And what it's done for not just me, but our entire family and your business.
Yes, it's truly been unbelievable. So my name is Becca Brayley, and I am actually a mother to 2 little boys. I have a 2-year-old and a 9-month-old. So my life is busy, to say the least. And Brittany was actually the one that introduced me to the products. And I'll be 100% transparent. Like Brittany just said, I had no interest in joining the business. I have been in this industry for next month will be 12 years. So my eyes and ears are always open to opportunity. But like Brittany said, I'd never been a part of health and wellness before. And prior to watching Brittany for a couple of weeks, I just had no interest. So a little bit of information. Brittany actually began using the products like she shared, and she began to share with me. We live just a couple miles apart, and she started sharing with me how incredible she felt. She started saying how she felt 18 again. And I'll be honest with you, I truly, truly saw a shift in Brittany's entire life in the way that she felt. So I said, all right, Brittany, I texted her. I said, I want to try your products. I still had no interest in joining the business. She brought me some products to try. And even though I didn't have a substantial amount of weight to lose, just in my everyday life, I didn't really know that I was lacking any supplements, but I was tired, I was sluggish, and I didn't have a whole lot of mental clarity. I felt like with the 2 boys, it was just, dragging me down a little bit. I didn't feel my best self. So after she brought me these products and I tried them, I quickly fell in love with them. And I began to watch her. It was honestly just a couple more days. And I wrote her, I said, all right, I'm in. So long story short, had you told me 3 to 4 months ago that I would be here today, I would have never believed you. But guys, like I said, I've been in this industry for almost 12 years. And the success that my team has had in just a couple months is greater than the success over a decade that my team had experienced before. So Bravenly is truly making waves. I'm so proud, like Garrett said, to align with the company as a whole and who the founders are here. And the products have truly, truly changed the game for us in our everyday life. And it is helping so many people. So maybe you're here, maybe you're a busy mom, you don't know how you would fit this into your everyday life. You don't know if this would be a fit for you. But guys, let me just tell you, you owe it to yourself.
Yeah. There's nothing to lose here.
There's absolutely nothing to lose. And it has been one of the greatest gifts that I've ever been given. And I could not be any more proud to represent Bravenly. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to my sister, Laura, and I want you to hear her amazing story.
Hello, everyone. I am super excited to be here with you all tonight. And if you would have told me 6 months ago that I would have been talking about a health and wellness company, I too would have said, you got the wrong girl. But here I am, and I want to tell you why I aligned with Bravenly. So my name is Laura Bangar, and I have been in this industry for 12 years. I'm a mom of 5. My husband and I we also have 5 businesses. We're in full-time ministry, so we are so busy. And when Brittany started these products, I too was like Rebecca. I did not have a lot of weight to lose. I worked out five days a week. I ate healthy. I took my vitamins. So I thought I didn't have any better to feel either. But like Becca said, we watched Brittany. Oh, and for those who may not know, Brittany and Becca, they're my sisters. So our story's kind of all the same. But we did watch Brittany, and we saw the change in her life. And about a month or so of watching her, I too wrote her and told her, okay, I'm ready to try it because I do not feel 18. I am 32 and I do not feel 18. I was also homeschooling at the time. It's summer break now, but I was homeschooling, and I said I would love to feel 18 again. So she told me what I needed. I started trying it, and guys, 3 weeks into it, I knew I had something that people needed. I literally cried going down the road about 3 weeks in, and it makes me want to cry just thinking about it. knowing how great I felt. And there's not really any words for it, but the best way I can explain it is a pre-2020 me. And I'm sure many of us can all attest to, we're not the same as we were before 2020. And that's the best way that I can describe it. I'm pre-2020 me again. And so I knew then, okay, I have something that people want. I have something that people need. And so Brittany was like, you know, she said, I'm not going to talk to you about the business. I'm not going to try to talk you into it. She said, but I do want to let you know, and this is the only time I'm going to say something, is if you do not look at Bravenly, I do think that it's a career, the worst career move you could make. And I thought, well, that kind of offends me just a little bit because I think I'm pretty smart. And you're thinking that this is going to be a detrimental move if I don't look at it. And so I slept on it. And I said, okay, well, let me just study some things. And guys, being in this industry for 12 years, I know what to look for in product. I know what to look for in demand. I know what to look for in founders. I know what to look for in CEOs. I know what to look for in compensation plans. I know what to look for in timing. Okay, I know what to look for. And when I really took a deep dive into all the things of Bravenly, it checked every single box for me. Every single box. And I can say that with full confidence. It checked every box so much that I aligned with Bravenly. I gave up a 7-figure business to start at ground zero here because I believed in it so much. I believed in these products so much. I believed in this timing so much. And I believed in Aspen so much. And when I started looking at it, I was like, okay, all this looks great. This looks great. This box is checked. This box is checked. So I said, you know what, Brittany? I am just going to share your results that you've seen. She had an incredible before and after of inflammation. And I said, I'll see how my network responds to your before and after and see what people say. And I had over 100 people reach out to me after seeing her before and after. Now, I'm not saying you're going to have 100 people reach out to you when you post before and after, but that was my experience. And so that right there confirmed everything that I already knew. People need these products. People want to feel better. People want to lose inflammation. People want to feel like their pre-2020 self again. So about 3 months ago, aligned fully with Bravenly, and it's been an absolute honor. What we have seen, the leaders we have met, like Garrett and Ricky and Brittany and all the ones that we were able to meet recently. Somebody told me, we did some research before we joined, and someone said, Bravenly's attracting great leaders. And I did not know what they meant until I went on that incentive trip last week and I got to meet the leaders. And I thought, oh my gosh, these are some of the most incredible people that I've ever sat around tables with, that I've ever listened to, some of the most servant-hearted leaders and the most brilliant business people that I have ever worked with before. So if you're on here, if you're thinking about it, I honestly never thought, like I said, that I would be in this category, in this industry. It's an industry I've always believed in, but I did not know I would be here. So whether it's your first time and you're looking at it, not sure if you want to jump in, or maybe you've been in it, got out and thinking about jumping in, I just want you to continue to listen to this, listen with an open heart, an open mind, and think about all the people that you could help with these products. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Adrian. Adrian's also a sister. All right, so take it away.
I promise I'm the last sister. There's not 5, there's only 4. Well, that was so inspiring to hear everybody's story. Literally, I am needed, and I literally feel like we could stop right now and that everything has literally been said, from Garrett so eloquently sharing everything that drew him to Bravenly and giving us just a clear description and picture of everything this company has to offer. And then to hear real life stories like my sisters have shared. And if you have a personal story with Bravenly, comment that below. I truly am amazed at the way that Bravenly has such a special community. My name is Adrian Watley. I've been in the industry for 20 years. My sisters say 12, but actually
They've been in a certain amount of time, and I got started a little bit before them. You see, I've always been entrepreneurial, and I've always had my ears open and my eyes open to opportunity. I have always loved people. I have always loved to make a difference. And I have always been, honestly, a very big researcher, a digger is kind of what we call it in the South, and also a very hard worker. So it was no surprise to me to find the channel. I absolutely love it. Network marketing is a great equalizer. It allows us to literally earn as we learn. So while I was going through college and putting myself through college, I actually became a product of the product and jumped into a company many years ago. I won't call any names. Through the years, I found myself in various rooms and different opportunities. And as I said, I usually seize those. And guys, I was with a company for over a decade. Once again, won't call a name, but only have positive things to say. But I truly thought that I would be there for forever. Drop a comment below if you ever feel or have felt like what you're doing is what you're always going to do, because you never think that you're going to be called to something bigger. Or maybe you think that you're not going to be used in greater ways. But let me tell you something. When I saw my sisters go to this company, it stopped me in my tracks. I'm not a person that is just taken by an invitation or a solicitation. You see, I'm a very hard worker. I've acquired some skills through hard work and dedication and tenacity. And it's very common for people to call me or to be in my inbox or to even make me an offer, because a lot of people have wanted me to do what they do and believe what they believe. But I'm a pretty hard nut to crack. But when I got to researching Bravenly, what I found was the caliber of people that were being drawn to this company were second to none. What I found was the products. And I didn't just listen to what someone said about the products that had a vested interest. I wanted to know what the customers, what the consumers were saying. And what people don't know, and I maybe never even shared this, but I would lay in my bed sometimes 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and I would read testimony after testimony after testimony. Now, I want to be very clear and say that we're not making a medical claim. We're not saying that we're going to cure and heal and all of those things. But we are going to say that we can support you for many, many needs that you have. And I began to see that people were getting support through naturopathic doctor-created supplements, supplements that people were raving about, supplements that people were craving, supplements that were, as I said, naturopathic doctor-created, but also botanically based, plant-based, naturally formulated. I began to look. Is there anything about these products that would not meet the bar of even the cleanest person? Because let's be honest, there's some fitness enthusiasts. Drop a comment below if you're one of those people. You're looking for the synthetic ingredients. You're looking for the red dye 40. You're looking for the yellow 5. You're looking for all of the herbs and roots and shoots and antioxidants. I understand that. And what I found was this holistic approach to so many things that people are dealing with. I'm not gonna name an ailment or a disease or anything like that, but you know how you feel. You know when you wake up, if you feel great, or if that back pops, or if that knee hurts, or if you have the swelling in the joint, or if you feel that brain fog, if you don't have that clarity, if that appetite is just roaring like a lion, and everything you try, it's never good enough. You're always a day late. You're always $1 short. You always feel defeated. You always feel tired. And guess what? Pat yourself on the back tonight and say, I made it, all right? Because there's nothing wrong with you. I talk to people every day and they'll say, what's wrong with me? So-and-so has it together, or so-and-so works out, or so-and-so so fit. Let me tell you something. Everybody is dealing with something. And what I found is Bravenly is meeting so many people where they are to help them become the best version of themselves. I was attracted to that. Being in the beauty industry for many years, I had never even looked at health and wellness. I had no idea that by all my research, the latest market size capitalization that I could find was over a $5 trillion health and wellness market. I'd never been in anything that big. And then I dug a little bit more and I looked at the energy drink market and I saw that that was cited at over 90 billion. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I began to read projections. And then I began to dig a little bit more on Bravenly. And I found industry icons and veterans that were here, even coming out of retirement to build. And then I saw the founders and their vision and the fact that they were debt-free and faith-filled and had created this faith-based company where they're putting people over profit, where they're putting impact over income. And we want to be very clear to say that we're not making income claims. I've seen multiple times we've linked that ideas. Check that out. But do you know what you can do with a product that truly transforms lives and has the power to help people feel better? Do you understand what it's like to be a part of timing? While I understand that timing does not guarantee success, I can tell you that timing plus productivity can do some amazing things. I've studied the momentum. I've been a part of momentum. I know what it means to see companies between that sweet spot of 50 million to 100 million and what can happen. And when I saw that the last fiscal year close at Bravenly Global had 19 million, but yet they're still seeing triple digit growth, already 700% the first quarter of this year, and debt free in this economy in 2024, I literally could barely sleep at night. And then I wanted to know the number of active consultants. Why? Well, my saying is first to tell gets to sell. And literally when I found right now less than 5,000 paid distributors, y'all, I feel like I need to get off the Zoom right now and go tell somebody. I literally have not been able to hush what these products have done for me, what they have done for my husband. I'm not even going to go into everything, but if you know me and Chris, you know the difference. Literally, people have gotten around us and said, y'all are different. What are you doing? These products impact. There's no way to use these products and then stop and not know that there is a change. You know, if somebody said, are these products really working? I'm like, stop them 3 days and you'll absolutely know they're working. We have a plethora of products that you can choose from, right? I love our calm. For people that are stressed out and just need to relax, I love that calm. I'm not going to say anxiety, but I am going to say just stressed out. I absolutely loved our drill for people that just don't sleep well. And I love that it has that Dutch cocoa and that ashwagandha and that melatonin. And it also helps to curb the sweet tooth. I absolutely love how Bravenly is just multifaceted. I love our Barnex, guys. We sold millions of dollars in pre-launch. We sold out multiple times. In some companies, it's hard to even sell a product, period, much less sell out of one. And when I saw that product, that supplement, where the Evothin and berberine, and how that natural supplement that God created supports the natural GLP-1 hormone in the intestinal tract. I have read, I understand these products, and to support that, so that we can have all the benefits of so many products that are on the market that aren't quote unquote good for you or natural. I love to know that these are natural, no harm to my body, good for my body, and help me to keep those hunger cravings pushed down. In a world where I was reading today in Forbes, 4 out of 10 people literally struggle to pay their bills, I'm proud to be a part of a movement. I'm proud to offer hope to people. I get teary-eyed. I'm proud to lock arms with good people. I'm proud to be able to work hard. I'm proud to be an American where I can lock arms.
I'll come in there and just
here. But know that we're going global so excitingly that we even put it in our brand name. Because I want this to see this bless every nation, every tribe, and every tongue, far beyond American soul. We're starting here. But guys, we have not even began to scratch the surface. So seriously, I beg of you, take a look at what's going on here. I can tell you it's different. I can tell you that it has been such a blessing to me. It's leadership second to none. And it is a future I truly never believed that even I would ever have. And I believe at 42 years old, I will never see another opportunity like this again. I truly believe that. And so I invite you to get with the person that invited you and sincerely take a serious look at this. Don't let it pass you by. And if you do, I always say this, make sure you tell 3 people about it if you make that decision, because somebody is praying for this opportunity and praying for these products. So thank you so much to Garrett, to Brittany, to Becca, and to Laura. And with that, we will say good night. Our series ongoing, and we hope to hear from you soon. Good night.